The watchdog team at the Journal Sentinel received an email. The tip came from the cousin of a man named Terrell Thomas who had died in the county jail. He was 38 years old and healthy. There was no reason he should have died, and we're having trouble getting any answers. Marcus Berry, the inmate whose cell was across from Terrell's, said the first time I met with him that Terrell had been acting erratically. He had been saying outlandish things, yelling, banging things around, and guards, in order to control him, decided to shut off his water so he wouldn't make a mess in his cell. And after a few days, Terrell became lethargic, and he was laying down on the floor in his cell and, not speaking as much. And Marcus became worried about Terrell Thomas, possibly becoming dehydrated. And he mentioned to the guards several times, he said, "That man needs water, get him water." And the guards said, "He's fine, he's sleeping."
In addition to Terrell Thomas's dehydration death, there have been 3 other deaths. One involved a newborn that was born without anybody in the jail noticing for, it's believed, a few hours. The cause of that death has been deemed undetermined. In addition, there are 2 other cases, both of which were deemed natural cause deaths, but there are still questions about whether there was adequate response and treatment of those individuals. That got us looking into some of the broader issues of what was going on at the jail in terms of health care, in terms of monitoring of inmates, and that's where we came across records that showed kind of a lengthy history of issues from an independent court monitor. In the Terrell Thomas case, it was determined that he died of profound dehydration and that the manner of death was homicide. That doesn't necessarily mean that a crime was committed, but it's a death at the hands of another. And there's currently legal proceedings going on to determine whether somebody should be charged in his death.
When the stories came out and it eventually was revealed that his water had been shut off, Terrell's family was so grateful to the paper. They felt that we were truly their final avenue to get answers.
One of the responses to our reporting has been that there was a bill that was unveiled in late March that would require outside investigations into some jail deaths. We know that there's a lot of local support for a bill of some sort that would increase transparency and increase the level of independence in reviews when it comes to jail deaths.
This was actually the very first story I ever worked on, and for this story to still be having an impact almost a year after Terrell Thomas's death, we're seeing Sheriff David Clark in Milwaukee even acknowledging that this death could be problematic. We're seeing the families file lawsuits. We're seeing changes being made in the process. It really shows to me the power of investigative journalism, and it entirely got me hooked.